Hello and welcome. This is Michelle Howe, and I'm hoping today to spotlight a few things about feelings, truth, understanding, being empathic, empathy. What is it? You know, the most important thing in life is if we can truly learn to understand, listen, accept, love one another. It's not a hard concept to understand, but it's hard to implement and put it into practice, especially in today's day and age and in general with what we're going through right now, which is some drama, negativity. We're making big shifts and adjustments in the world. So it's important to take care and take notice of feelings, because feelings is the topic at hand. And when we don't take notice of what feelings are, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We are all going to, push them down, ignore them, avoid them. But eventually, feelings come rising to the top and need to be addressed, released, allowed to leave. We can't stuff our feelings. Now, feelings is very different from emotion, and I'm going to show that to you. But first, let me just introduce myself. I'm Michelle Howe. I'm the founder of Empath Evolution. I serve as an awakening speaker, teacher, and healer. We do programs, we do events. I'm here to share my passion for the gift. Embrace your greatest gift, which is your ability to sense and feel. It will make you a better person, a better employee, a better boss, a better leader, a better mother, because those are intrinsic to being human. We all come with a certain level of capacity to feel. The more we can feel, the more we can truly help and communicate in a way that others will listen. I'm not shortchanging that. I'm really giving it what it needs. We need to be able to step into the feeling mode. It's not all about logic. It's not about squashing it down. It's valuable. The capacity to tune in, to understand the environment, to understand yourself, to understand another person as you're engaging them without getting lost in it. You need to be able to use this greatest gift to help yourself and humanity in general come to terms with what this is. Many people that I meet nowadays are not used to and don't want to look at feelings, much less emotions, right? But feeling is important. It's king, in my opinion. Feelings matter more than anything else. That's how all of this, any sales, any marketing, they seem to, tune into feeling. Salespeople tune into feeling. You have to engage with someone at that level where they trust you and you understand them. All right. It's important. So going forward, success is about a feeling more than it is, I've reached this milestone, I've got this car, I've got this house, it's always about holding on and living within a feeling that is supportive of you, as opposed to chasing down success as something that we acquire, we get from somewhere out there in the ethers. So it's fleeting unless you can hold on to and embody a feeling of success, a feeling of happiness, at least 50% of the time, if not more. Then you're constantly chasing for that. Because all of us really function on a feeling level, whether we recognize it or not. We want to feel loved. We want to feel acknowledged. We want to feel understood. We want to feel valuable. But now the moment we stop chasing that down, this is how we get that. It's not about that. It's about embodying the feeling already innately within yourself and then expressing that out in the world. The world is a reflection of many things. The moment you step into that equation it's going to reflect back in a positive way. I understand some people may take this and say, well, there's injustice out there. There's this out there. Yes, that all exists. How do you respond to that? How do you make that go away, subside, diminish? How do we change things around us? Yep, we can hardcore legislate it. We can hardcore put punitive damages to it. We can hardcore do all these things to safeguard ourselves. But at the end of the day, it's about conversations, and it's about changing the minds of people. And the way we change minds is heart to heart. There's no way around it. It might take time. We might have to call it out. We might have to, put down some laws. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, it's about changing hearts, connecting heart to heart. So I have 3 important things to say to you today. 3 important things to flexing that feeling muscle that is within you. Make yourself go into that. Become that. Allow that to be a skill that you want to embrace, that you want to cultivate within yourself, your organization, your teams, your business, your clients. Because the more they engage that, the stronger as individuals they become. It impacts every front: personal, business, relationships, all of it. All of it. You cannot navigate a relationships with friends, family, or whatnot unless you are strong and you understand the emotional landscape that we're in. So strength comes from understanding feelings, understanding yourself, accepting and loving yourself, and then it moves out from there. So 3 important things. Engage your energy body. What does that mean? That means that you take the pulse of you, yourself, where you're at, how you're feeling. How do you feel inside? How do you feel outside? You become very familiar with subtle energy. And I talk in terms of the energy body. Don't let that get in the way. It's feeling what's within you. It's your feeling. And then noticing when you feel off. It's a feeling. Stop the stories of the feeling and where the feeling came from and why the feeling exists. Stop that. And instead tune into, what can I do with this feeling? How can I clear this? And there's lots of different ways of clearing things. All right. Some more productive and helpful than others. But the first thing you do is notice what it is. Notice what you feel like all by yourself first thing in the morning. Notice how you're going to shift out of that or more into that or enjoy that. Notice how you feel by yourself before any thoughts, anything from the environment comes into you to impact you. And then take that same pulse during the day. Where are you at? How do you feel? And before you know it, you're going to become so proficient at what this is that you're going to notice what impacts you positively, what impacts you negatively. And it's going to start the wheels moving in your mind about what I'm talking about. And then come see me for more. Okay. Number 2, stop absorbing negativity. What does that mean? Stop absorbing negativity. Negativity comes in many shapes and sizes from everywhere around us. It's absorbing and fixing other people's everything and let me do this and let me do that. It's kind of an empath thing to want to fix the world because we can feel the world so intensely and we can feel people's pain so intensely. It's all beautiful. Let me tell you, it's all a beautiful intention on our side, with an exception to the fact that when we absorb what's around us, we're not really doing them any good or ourselves any good. We need to remain as neutral as possible and hold space without absorbing or fixing, without engaging in a negative situation, negative language, negative propaganda. Negative is heavy. It's heavy. And how do you know what something is heavy is? Well, you're going to know, because heavy is intense. It's draining. It's intense. It's stronger. It's got a strong pulse to it. It just needs to fix everything. It needs, this is wrong and that's wrong and how could that be? And it's a negative spin on things. Instead of looking at life as a positive thing, there's a negative spin to it. And not only are we impacting ourselves when we engage with that, we're impacting the group that's there with us. So how can you tell when something is negative? Because it's going to feel heavy. It's going to feel restrictive. It's going to feel, and the more you start feeling, which is the number one tool, the more you're going to notice what happens with it. And you're going to start to reframe the way you engage with negativity. That's another whole video. The third thing you need to know, stand in your own power. What does that mean? You need to know who you are. Feeling powerful is knowing, accepting, and loving yourself. It's the opening of the door to your evolution. When is what you say, what you think, what you want a powerful expression of yourself and a true expression of yourself versus something that's expected of you, something you need to do, something you resent doing? Stand in your own power. If you're engaging, you have to know your limits. It's almost like if you have someone that's pushing and negative towards you, you need, almost like a bully, you stand up to the bully. You stand up to that mistreatment. You stand up to whatever it is that's subjugating you with a line. It's a line. It's not force. It's not violence. There's a line here. And when you're standing powerful, you're not emotional. You're simply standing in your space. And usually that's within your heart, but you know what your value is. You know who you are. It's not allowed. I know I said a lot there. I hope you receive some of this in the way that feels right to you. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can message me, Michelle@empathevolution.com, or just seek out our website and let me know what you think. All right. Have a great day.